Yo, what's happening, fam? Welcome to another Real Talk Tuesday with Big Brother Brandon. Man, look, thought we was gonna be running a little late today. We just had a power outage out of the blue. It's craziness. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna give people a few minutes to get in. Listen, while we're waiting, share and tag this thing right quick. Share it and tag right quick while we waiting. Because I did an announcement that we may be running a little late. So like I said, we want to give people an opportunity to hop on and interact with us. Tag them up, share. Tag them up, share. All right. Let's get started. All right, let's go. All right, check this out. Welcome to Real Talk Tuesday, man. Look, like I said, it's an honor to have everybody tuning in, checking this out, man. This is a place where we equip you with the tools to become the beast, to equip you with tools to beat the beast, man. So what we're gonna do this week, we want to talk about teamwork. We want to talk about teamwork, man, because this is one of the things, man. What brought it to my mind, man, just the other day, me and another brother, we were moving some furniture, right? So I'm a little bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? So it was funny because I told him, just out of trying to help, and I mean we was cutting up, but just out of trying to help, I was like, hey, put that down, man. I'm gonna get it. So he looks at me and he says, man, I'm just as strong as you. And I'm like, okay, I got you. But it occurred to me in that moment, man. I was reflecting on it because it really stuck to me that so often we know that we are strong. We all have our gifts, we all have our talents, we all have our strengths. And the truth is, we all have our weaknesses. Now, what stuck out to me about it is my reply to him was, I know you are, but you don't have to be because I'm here. You feel what I'm saying? I know you are, but you don't have to be because I'm here. How many of y'all have ever heard of the term synergy? Have heard of the term synergy? And that synergy basically says that, listen, there is a spiritual energy, a hidden energy that shows up when people work together. You know what I'm saying? Just an example, man. I may be able to lift 300 pounds. My brother may be able to lift 300 pounds. Okay, so technically that would mean 600 pounds, right? But it's been scientifically proven that if we work together and we both lift, you know what I'm saying? You're liable to lift 800, 900, 10, 1,000 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So, what we want to talk about tonight is teamwork. And what I want to share with you guys, man, because what I'm hoping is that everybody is pursuing their vision and pursuing their dreams, okay? You know what I'm saying? And like I say, big up to all of you dream chasers. But what I want to talk about right quick, man, is check this out. If your dream can be accomplished alone, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. You know what I'm saying? I want to encourage you to dream bigger. I want to encourage you to dream bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're dealing with world changes. We're dealing with people, that on the inside, man, they have great visions, but a lot of people don't pursue them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't pursue them for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons that people don't pursue vision is because, especially God-given vision, is because that vision looks so much bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? So instead of them creating a team, They just completely abandon the vision. Oh man, I don't think I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And I want to encourage you, listen, instead of abandoning the vision, I want to encourage you guys to start writing the vision down, okay? Start connecting and networking with people. You know what I'm saying? Start networking with people. It's a known factor that, listen, they say that your network will definitely determine your net worth. You know what I'm saying? We need each other. We definitely need each other. So check this out. I just told you, if your dream can be accomplished by just you, man, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. Dream bigger. But check this out. This is what we have to do, man. I'm gonna give y'all 3 steps, man, and we're gonna run it. The first thing, you know, we always say, man, it doesn't matter what you're dealing with, but the first thing is to acknowledge that you need help. You know what I'm saying? We can't do it all by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And we can't that should not be discouraging. It shouldn't be a discouraging thing. It actually should be encouraging, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all why in just a few. But listen, the first thing that you've got to do is acknowledge that you need help. All right? Acknowledge that you need help. And in that acknowledging, you know, because the truth of the matter is, no one of us can do what all of us can do. You know what I'm saying? We've got the truth of the matter is, none of us are experts in everything. There are some things that, man, we're talented in, we're gifted in, and I'm gonna just say this here: don't drop your vision, don't drop your goal, because there are areas that you're weak in. Build your team. You've got to build your team, man. I like that. Ville says no man is an island, and that's facts, man. That's facts, man. You got some people, and I'm gonna deal with him just for a second, man. You got some people that have awesome businesses, right? But they don't promote. So they need somebody to help them promote. So instead of them just folding because they don't have the clientele, you find you a promoter. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, man, listen, no man is an island. Anybody that has done anything great has done it with a team. You got to have that team, man. Check this out. So the first thing that you got to do is acknowledge that you need the help. Now, here's a very important part, because like I always say, man, the very first person that you need to be honest with is yourself. The very first person that you need to be honest with is yourself. So now the first thing another thing I want to talk to you about is, listen, you have to assess the help. You got to assess the help. And what does that mean? You got to know what type of help you need. Okay? Because watch this here. If everybody that you deal with have the same exact skill set, because the truth of the matter is we're tribal people. We want to do stuff with people that do stuff that we do. You know what I'm saying? It's reality. We're comfortable there. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about if we drive a Chevy, we want to hang around the Chevy people. You know what I'm saying? But now, what happens when your daughter buys a Ford? You got to know some Ford people to be able to fix that. But now check this out. You've got to assess the help. You got to know the type of help that you need. If everybody in your circle has the same skill sets, man, it's time you got to upgrade your circle, man. You got to upgrade your circle, man, because if everybody shows up, you trying to build a house. If everybody shows up with hammers, who gonna put the screws in? Who gonna do the nails? Who gonna measure? So you got to be willing to diversify your team. You got to be willing to diversify your team. And in order to diversify your team, you got to know what type of help that you need. Check this out. Another thing that you've got to do when assessing your team is you got to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Okay? Be honest with yourself. You got to know your weaknesses. Okay, now that's something that we don't admit because we want to be macho. We don't want people to know that we have areas that we're wrestling with. Or just an example, man, if you know you're behind not good, and man, get you somebody to take care of your finances. If you know that, listen, that you don't have a strong back, get you somebody with a strong back. The thing is, you've got to know your weaknesses, right? You got to know your weaknesses in order to build your team. You got to build your team. Listen. And that takes having a true assessment. I'm not talking about this, I done pump myself up. I'm not talking about running around. And I believe scripture, but it's not running around there saying, I don't need no team because I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. That ain't what the scripture talking about. You're going to mess around, you're setting yourself up to fumble. So find out your weaknesses, right? Because the crazy part about it is your weakness may be somebody else's strength. And I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute, man. It all ties in together. It's beautiful, man. So check this out. First thing you got to do is listen. Acknowledge that you need help. Second thing is you got to assess the help that you need. Okay? You got to assess the help that you need so that the help you need, because it's just like a puzzle, man. When you create a team, when you create a powerful team, man, and just like I said, once that team comes together, then you have that synergy there. You know what I'm saying? You begin to be able to do things that you didn't think you could do. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's power in working together. Listen, the next thing that I want to, the last step that we want to talk about, and this is one of the hardest ones for us, man. And I understand it. I understand it, man. The last one is you got to accept your helpers. You got to accept your helpers. I'm going to say again, all of the help that you need may not look like you, may not talk like you, may not act like you, may not walk like you. Listen. But if you've acknowledged that you need it, you've assessed that they are equipped to give you what you need, okay, then you got to be willing to accept the help. I've seen it so often. People cry out. Man, we do this all the time in our communities. We cry out and say, Lord, what we going to do? How we going to fix this? What we going to do? All right? And we watch people with the skill sets that we need to make a difference. But then when they step up and they want to make the difference, we shun them and, oh, and you don't do it quite like me. No, I don't do it like you because what you were doing was ineffective. So when it comes down to building a team, you got to be willing to accept the help. You got to be willing to accept the help. And listen, one of the reasons that we don't accept the help is because we feel like somebody gonna run off with my idea, or somebody else gonna get the credit. Man, you don't have to worry about that. That's a selfish mentality. That's a selfish way of thinking, man. Check this out. One of the things we have to realize is accepting help does not make you weak. It actually makes you stronger. Going back down to what we talked about with the synergy. Listen, when you add people to your team, you only get stronger. Listen, they say, yes, people push away the help because they don't look the part. Yeah, it happens all the time. So now check this out. Y'all make sure y'all share this thing. Tag some people in it. Make sure y'all share it. Push it. So now check this out. It says it's here. Accepting help does not make you weak at all. It actually makes you stronger. And that's so real, man. I watch guys going to pick up stuff, man. And the truth of the matter is, by not accepting help, it makes you weaker. I watch guys not accept the help, right? Try to pick up something and throw their back out. Now you're not good for nobody when you could have just accepted the help. I watch families struggle like that because, and this is, look. This is a big thing that we deal with as a people, man. We've watched people have mental issues, straight up. And instead of, Lord knows they acknowledged that they needed the help. They have assessed that they needed the help. They know that the counselor is what they need, but still won't accept the help. We got to get out of that mentality. And like I said, we've got to be willing to accept the help that we need. Check this out. Accepting help does not make you weak. It actually makes you stronger. Synergy. Remember that invisible energy that's there when people work together. Also, watch this here. Needing help. I like this one here. This one really blessed me. Needing help does not mean that you're small, right? Needing help does not mean that you're small. It simply means that the task that you're taking on is big. The task that you're taking on is big. You should be proud to say that this is bigger than me. You should be proud to say that I can't do this by myself. You understand what I'm saying? Once we step out of pride and, somebody else won't get the credit, or, I just want this. Once we step out of that and really say, you know what? I have an idea that's going to change the world. Come on. I have an idea that's going to change the world. Needing that help does not mean that you're small. It simply means that your vision is big. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. I said I was going to get back to it. Check this out. Another awesome thing about working as a team, okay, that we fail to realize is that other folk may need help too. Other folk may need the help too. You would be surprised how many people, how you can be a blessing just by including others. You feel what I'm saying? Giving them an opportunity to be part of what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, going again. Investors, watch this here. You'll see investors, millionaires do this here. They invest and they help each other. This one is 10% owner of this business. This one 20% owner here, 30% owner here, and they all win together. While we struggle alone trying to do things by ourselves. Listen. You got to learn how to increase your network. You've got to learn how to accept the help. You've got to learn how to build. Listen, the 3 things that we talked about is acknowledging that you need the help, right? You got amazing ideas. You have amazing ideas. If they're not being accomplished, you got to ask yourself why. Okay? And if you're working hard and you're pushing toward, first of all, admit if you're lazy. And get off your behind and let's push and let's try to make things happen. But if you're doing the best that you can and things are still not happening, it's maybe time to say, hey, I need some help. And once you acknowledge that, you've got to find out what type of help you need. Okay? Once you find out what type of help you need, then you got to accept the help when it comes. You've got to accept the help when it comes. Man, listen. All of us are greater than one of us. Hear me out. Synergy is an amazing thing, man. You'd be surprised what you can do. Listen, man. We watch little bitty ants devour huge animals when they work together. Come on. Little bitty ants. We watch them take huge animals down. Come on. Simply because they helped each other. So I want to encourage you today, listen. Get pride out of the way. Stop worrying about this, that, and the other. Be willing to work with people. Build your team. Listen, accept the help. Man. Listen, I just want to encourage you guys, listen, to dream big. If your dream is big enough for just you to accomplish, it's time to go back to the drawing board, man. This has been Big Brother Brandon. Real Talk Tuesday, man. Y'all share this thing. Like it, tag it. Let's put the word out there, man. Listen. All of us is greater than one of us, man. Let's build. Holla at your boy, Big Brother Brandon.